lovely souls, and welcome back to a March weekly reading vlog. The light is returning, the air is new, and it's a perfect time for fresh stories. Now, we are starting this week. This is our random number generator controls me for a week vlog. This is going to be an actual week of doing this. We are on the last day of February. So the 28th of February, and it's Saturday. Now, we are ending February with Shadow and Bone. I'm hoping to finish this today. So I don't mind if the random number generator gives me like a big number. So we have 103 pages left of this. When I get to 75%, then I will choose what library book I will be reading next. So we're going to generate, see how many pages we need to read. We need to read 25 today. And I have already said that I want to finish Shadow and Bone today. So I'm going to smash through this challenge today. Easy challenge. We're going to do it. I think 25 actually gets me up to page 231, I think. Hang on. Yeah, it gets me up to 75%. Does that. So it wants me to just read to 75% today. If I read more, brilliant. My goal for this week with random number generator is to read the pages that I need to read. If I don't, then I failed that day. If I do, then it's a bonus if I read more than I'm supposed to. Hello, it is now day 2 of this challenge. Apologies if you hear my animals nomming in the background. Hello, Pickles. He finishes as I'm doing this. Basically, every morning I usually wait for him to finish and then I take the dogs out because he's the senior cat and I need to make sure that he's actually eating. And now he's just finished and I'm like, I'm doing an update for God's sake. Basically, I completed day 1's challenge. I am more than 75% through. I am on page 250. That's where I ended last night. So I have 57 pages left of this. And because we've only got 57 pages and I got to 75%, I'm going to be reading The Maidens next. This is like 356 pages. So we're going to add 57 pages and 356 pages together, which is 413. We're going to generate how many pages I have to read today. I am going to fail on day 2 because it just said 413. I'm sorry? Huh? So I'm just going to generate again and see if it's nicer. Nope, it wasn't any nicer. It said 205. I am not going to do that today. I'm really not going to be successful today. I'll try my best, though. I will try my best. But I doubt that I'm going to read either 205 pages or 413 pages. Because that is the ending of this and the entirety of this. That's 413 pages. I don't know what the 205 pages are, but like, I mean, I said I've got 57 pages left of Shadow and Bone. So 205 take 57. I would have to finish this, and get to page 148 of this. It depends how fast-paced the Maidens is and how much I get into it, because I have read 200 pages before in a day. More than 200 pages, actually, without even realizing. So, I mean, we'll see, really, but I'll try my best with this challenge today.
Then behind us, I miss the ocean, a place of healing.
Hello, so as you saw from the B-roll, I did actually finish Shadow and Bone. I gave this 4 stars. I enjoyed my time with this. I loved the characters, I loved the magic system, and I loved the plot twist. I just think it could have been a little bit better. So that's why it's a 4 stars, but I still really enjoyed myself. I didn't actually think I was going to enjoy myself as much as I did, because it's a hyped book, and I don't usually like hyped books. So the part of the challenge for that is done. But then you also have the Maidens. I am now 19 pages through the Maidens, and we are in not a perspective, it's like third person. It's written in third person, sorry. Basically, I'm trying to get used to that again, really, because like I don't really read a lot of third person perspectives, really. I usually read more first person perspectives, but we are in the third person perspective of Mariana, who is a therapist, and the prologue of this was actually really, really good. Like, it was 1 page, but it was really gripping. I'm gripped about this, but the only thing that's keeping me a bit iffy about it is the fact that it's a dark academia thriller. Now, I have read In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I've also read Ninth House, and these two I didn't like that much. It seems like I don't like dark academia thriller, so that's why I'm iffy about The Maidens, because I realise that that is exactly what The Maidens is. It's a psychological thriller mixed with dark academia mystery. Now, I love a good mystery thriller, but I don't know too much about dark academia.
Now I'm home, I feel like I'm letting go. I know I need a change, 'cause now I'm home, I feel like I'm moving on.
Hello, so as expected, I did fail the challenge yesterday, but I read 158 pages yesterday, which is really good. I finished Shadow and Bone. I gave it 4 stars yesterday, and got to page 101 of The Maidens. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't like this. It just seems like dark academia thrillers are just not for me. So I gave it 100 pages, and literally I read 22 chapters of it, and only 2 of them piqued my interest. The other 20, I just wasn't here for it. I wasn't that invested, and I just felt like I wasn't sure if I was enjoying it or not, so I've ended up DNFing The Maidens. I am sorry if you like this book. I'm sure if I liked dark academia thrillers, I'd probably love it, but it's just not for me, really. So, I've just done a random number generator for what I'm reading next, and I'm reading The Beekeeper of Aleppo by Christy Lefteri, and it does sound really, really interesting. It's about a beekeeper and his wife Afra, and they're in the middle of a war in Syria. They're in a Syrian city called Aleppo, and you follow their journey, their perilous journey through Turkey and Greece towards an uncertain future in Britain. Afra has witnessed something so terrifying that she has gone blind. And it's very moving, compassionate, and beautifully written, apparently. It's a powerful statement to the triumph of the human spirit. So, yeah, I'm going to be reading this next. This is 360 pages long. So we're going to random number generate how many pages I need to read today. 80! I can do that. I can do that. Okay, we got this today, guys. Just wanted to do a quick update with you. So, Beekeeper of Aleppo. I am halfway through my challenge of today, so I'm on page 40 at the minute, and it's like 3:42, so I will be able to finish the challenge today. I'm a little bit slow today because I didn't start reading until like 12:15, and then realised I was hungry for lunch, so I'm a little bit slow today, but we're fine. Basically, we have met Nuri and his wife, Afra. Yeah, Afra. Afra, like, she paints these beautiful paintings. Like, before she went blind, she painted these beautiful paintings. And basically, like, you have things like this part right here. It that's it transitioning from the past to the present, or the present to the past, and it keeps doing that. It's really interesting how it's doing that as well. So in the present, they are in the UK and they are refugees. And in the past, they've lost their little boy, which is very, very sad. Like, grief is a big part of this, and so is war violence. So please be aware. Like, it's awful what Mustafa, his cousin Mustafa, like, he saw soldiers lining up these teenage boys and blindfolding them and then shooting them in the head. Like, it's unreal, honestly, and it feels a little bit close to home with what's happening in the world at the minute. Not where I am, but probably where other people are. It's probably happening where other people are living. Maybe still in Syria, because this is actually based in Syria. But wow, it's very sad. And the thing that got me very upset is, like, if you don't know, I love bees. I'm obsessed with bees. They're my hyperfixation animal at the moment. And I was very, very sad because some people thought it was a funny idea to set fire to 4 beehives with live bees. And there was like thousands of bees in them as well, which is really, really sad. But I'm really enjoying my time with this so far. I'm liking the writing style. The writing style is, it puts you in this atmosphere where you feel like you're actually there. You feel like you're in the Syrian war, and you feel like you're being a refugee in the UK as well. I am originally from the UK, so I know what the UK is like, but it's just very interesting to read. It really is. I'm going to go and continue reading, and I'll be back with possibly either another update, some B-roll, or the fact that I've successfully done this challenge. Hi guys, so we just reached page 80 of the Beekeeper of Aleppo. We are very, very close to 25%. It was 20 past 10 when I got to this. I've just been having a slow reading session today, really. Just enjoying it as well as I can. Don't think that I've been getting these things from like romanticizing your life vlogs. The thing is, I already romanticize my life enough as it is. Like, I enjoy the little things because one, I'm a pagan. Two, I'm an animal lover, massive animal lover. I have like 9 animals in this flat. And three, I'm a massive nature lover, so I just love anything to do with that sort of stuff. So with Beekeeper of Aleppo, it actually taught me something. Like, I learned a fact about bees that I thought was really interesting, and I want to share it with you guys. So basically, in late autumn slash early winter, worker bees actually evict, kill, or starve the drone bees, because worker bees, believe it or not, are all female, and drone bees are males. So basically, they are like, you only exist because you mate with our queen. You don't mate with our queen in autumn or winter. You're just taking up food resources, so get the hell out. And I love that. Like, it's a bit morbid because they evict them, leading them to freeze to death, kill them by ganging up on them and bullying the hell out of them and biting them and just being really aggressive towards them, or like they actually starve them to death. So worker bees are fucking brutal when it comes to autumn and winter. And I love that. I honestly do. I'm just like, girl, save. um, but there is a little flightless bee in this. Like, in the present in this, they are in a B&B and they're UK refugees. And the thing is, this little flightless bee comes to visit them. It comes to visit Nuri every single day. And he takes the worker bee inside for warmth. And she, like, either snuggles up on his hand or she, like, crawls around his arm and hand. And it's just the cutest thing ever. And then he, like, before he goes to bed, he takes her back out and puts her on a flower. And it's just like, I'm rooting for this little bee to survive. I love bees. I honestly do. I love them so, so much. But I think I'm going to continue reading a little bit more of this because I am really, really enjoying my time with this so far. So that is my plan. You'll either see me a little bit later tonight or you'll see me tomorrow for day 4. I think we're on day 4. Yeah, because I started this on Saturday, so day 4 of this challenge, and you'll see how far I've actually got into the Beekeeper of Aleppo. Hello, so we are on day 4 of this challenge. I got to page 90 of the Beekeeper of Aleppo last night, which is 25% through this. So at least I got to 25%, but we're going to see how many pages I need to read today. We're doing from 1 to 270 because I have 270 pages left. Let's go. And it said 255. We are going to fail today. No doubt about it, we're going to fail today. So let's try and generate it again and see if it's any nicer. That's better. That's in my range. 153. So I either have the choice of doing 255 or 153. I'd rather do 153 if I'm honest. But I'll still mark 255 just in case I want to read more. Okay, hi. Sorry if the audio is a bit weird. I've got my phone on charge, and usually the microphones go into the charging port. I only read 50 pages of The Beekeeper of Aleppo yesterday, so I didn't successful with this challenge. My head is hurting a little bit today. The only reason why I didn't read more than 50 pages is because I was in the sense of I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to read or game. So, generate. We've got 136 pages to read today. I might do it, but I don't know because my head is hurting. And my hay fever's playing up pretty bad because they've cut the grass outside. So yeah, we'll see how today goes. Hello. So we are here with Mr. Moji for a quick update. I haven't really been reading much today because one, I've had an on and off headache all day, and two, I keep getting chest pains. So that's never a good thing. Shows that my asthma's flaring up, and I've also been feeling really, really sad today because of a dream I had. Hi. But, I'm on page 165, and in the past we're in a refugee camp in Istanbul, I think. Or are we in Greece? I think we're in Greece or Turkey, actually. I can't remember. But I'm enjoying my time with this. We've seen how Afra got blinded. Now we now know how she got blinded, and we now know how Nuri and Afra met Mohammed. Mohammed is a little kid that lost his mother. We don't know how he lost his mother, but I think something happens to him because in the present they keep Nuri keeps seeing him and he's not actually there. And also about the little bee, let's do a little update of the little flightless bee. The Moroccan man, I love the Moroccan man for this. He was like, "Oh, I used the rest of my money. I saved up a little bit and used my money to get some flowers for the bee, so she doesn't have to try and fly." And he got like a tray of flowers for her so that she can just walk along the tray and walk from one petal to another. I think that is so sweet, honestly. Like, I hope this little flightless bee doesn't die, honestly. But yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna go and continue catching up with my wrestling, and I'll update you a little bit later. Hello, so I failed yesterday. I only read 38 pages, so I got to page 178. And we have to read 98 pages today, so hopefully I get to do it because I'm feeling a lot better today. Like, I haven't got an on and off headache. I really had an on and off headache all day. My chest was hurting on and off as well, and the back of where my lungs are was hurting a little bit as well, so that wasn't good. But 98 pages today. Hopefully I can get it done. So yeah. Hi little bees. So I have 84 pages left of The Beekeeper of Aleppo. I am enjoying myself with this. It's just I don't feel like I'm gonna reread this at all, so I feel like I'm gonna give this away to the free little library so that it's off my shelves. It's a book off of my shelves and it'll be loved by somebody else. Like I say, the books that go towards the free little library, I don't specifically hate. I don't hate them. I just feel like I'm not going to read them again. So we have 84 pages left of this. The next book we're reading is The Hunger of the Gods, which is 633 pages long. Now, those two added together is 717. We are gonna make this go a day later, like run a day later than it should. So we're gonna get this to run into Saturday as well, seeing as I'm doing this update really, really late because it is 8:30 at night on Friday. So we're going to do this Friday for Friday and Saturday, basically. Okay, let's do this. 199 pages or 100 pages. It's been nice. I feel like it's been nice. So that's 84 pages of this. And then that would mean either 16 pages of Hunger of the Gods or 115 pages of Hunger of the Gods. So we'll see how I do with this and see if I do it for Saturday. I'm not going to read 100 pages in like 4 hours now, but we'll see how I do. And when I finish this challenge on Saturday, then I'll update you and I'll finish this vlog, do the outro, and then we'll just go from there, really. Hey all, so I'm here for the last update of this vlog. I did not complete the challenge, but I did have a shower, so my hair looks very, very soft and fluffy right now. So, I finished The Beekeeper of Aleppo last night. I gave this 4 stars. It is beautifully written and it is heartbreaking. Like, Neri and Afra's journey is very hard to get through. It's difficult to read and it is quite sad. So if you really want to read this one, please read up the trigger warnings. But I enjoyed this, but I am giving it away to the Free Little Library because I feel like I'm not going to read it again. I only give books away to the Free Little Library if I feel like I'm not going to read them again. So I feel like I'm not going to read this again. So it will be a lot more loved somewhere else. But I enjoyed my time with it. And I did start Hunger of the Gods last night. What page did I get to? Sorry about that, my gimbal just died. So we're doing the rest of this like this. But I'm not too far in. I'm 11 pages in. So yeah, I don't have much to say. Like, I've reread the recap. There is a recap at the beginning of this. So, of the first book. So I've read that. And it's brought back memories of what happened. That is it for this March week of reading. May your next reads feel light and curious.